In this video, I want to show you around a bit and make sure that you know about all of the various options within the system and how to customize your navigation to suit your workflows. Once you log in, you will be presented with a screen like this. We call this the My Databases or home page. You will then see your main accounting CRM database as well as the in-app training or My Training database. You can also access them by clicking on the little burger menu on the left-hand side, where you will see both databases, and when you expand either of them, you'll see various tables and departments. Each department can then be expanded to reveal more tables. We'll cover the details of each of these tables in a later video. If you scroll down, you'll also see resources that will take you to a blog post page where we cover different features as well as upgrades like you see over here. When a new upgrade releases, a pop-up will appear in the bottom right-hand corner informing you that we do have new upgrades, and you can just click confirm to acknowledge that you have seen the upgrades. You'll also have access to a little help icon. This does link directly to support, so you can just type in your own email and the question that you have for us and then click send, or contact us via this number over phone or WhatsApp. The support is free of charge, so please make use of this functionality. It is available to the entire team. Please don't feel stuck at any point, rather just ask us a question. You then also have access to a dark mode, and then your settings for different integrations as well as account details. If you go into any of these tables, you'll see various columns and then the column headings there at the top. To access any of your records, please click on the record itself, not on the little checkbox to the left. These checkboxes are used for bulk selection. So to access any single record, click on the name, and then the screen will pop up to the right. You can then expand it through this bar on the side here, and then close the record by clicking on the X or clicking save. You are able to rearrange your columns within DataGrow, so I do urge you to take some time to get all of your columns into an order that suits your workflow. To do that, you'll simply click on a column and then drag it into the position that you want. The system will remember this preference, so even if you log out and back in on this specific device where you set it up, the system will remember that preference. You can also expand the width of any of your columns by dragging the column like you see here. To hide any of your column headings, if you know that you don't want them in your main view, you simply click on the little three dots and then on Hide Column. You also have this column tab over there where you can quickly go and uncheck and hide the columns that you don't necessarily want in your main table view. To get those columns back, you can just click on Show All Columns and they will pop back up. Anything that you do hide will still display in your edit view, so once you open the record, it will still display in this view over here. You can then also set your density, so that is this option over here, as compact, standard, or comfortable, depending on your preference. Please take a few minutes and go and customize some of your tables by dragging the different columns and hiding the fields that you don't necessarily want to see immediately. You are also able to sort on any of the columns, so if you just click on this little arrow that you see displaying, it will sort ascending, and then if you click on it again, it will sort as descending. I recommend that you do that, for example, with your due dates within the different columns. So if you go to one of your task tables and you go to the due date, you can just sort it in the format that makes most sense to you. While you are busy cleaning up and rearranging your columns in an order that makes sense, if you sort on the due date and you realize that a lot of these tasks have already been completed, you are able to do a bulk completion by selecting the records that you know are done already, and then going to Actions and selecting Mark Complete. This will then move from your main table into your archive table that you see at the bottom over here, for record keeping purposes. The last little customization feature that I want to show you is the fact that you can pin to the left or pin to the right. So if you select these three dots again and you select pin to left, you can pin as many columns as you want, and you can also pin them to the right. Then as you scroll, you'll see that they are static. I'll just close my side navigation through that little arrow there, and then you can see that everything else moves and those columns stay static.